Somebody said he wants to get so real, but he's holding back. Say what's on your mind.
What am I holding back?
I don't know. That's what they're saying. How's it going, Lydia?
I mean, like, is anything that I'm saying making sense? Like, am I
It
making
does.
sense?
It
Okay.
does. Um, I,
Yeah.
can I give my perspective?
Yeah. Give your perspective. What do you think?
I've been in like I've been in the WeHo LA influencer space, before.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I noticed is that there is a lot of um there are a lot of white gays who are not very accepting of anybody that is that fall under the people of color category, and including
Mm-hmm.
like Hispanics and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 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 kind of just nasty how some of these white men treat like other, like, you are all in the same community, but the fact that you are kind of not including them in the same community, it's a little nasty. It's a little mean girl.
Johnny, Johnny,
Yes, Papa.
eating sugar,
No, Papa.
telling lies.
No, Papa.
Open your mouth.
Ha ha ha.
Very nasty. It's very, very nasty. I do agree.
And I'm not trying to generalize, because I know that there are, like,
No, yeah.
but yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that happen. But that is just WeHo. That is just LA. I know that it's the LA area. It's full of wannabe influencers who think that they're hot shit just because they got one viral video. But in reality, like, it's not that. It's just a bunch of ego. So I know that it's different outside of the LA area. But yeah,
As for silence period. No, yeah, it is different. I also feel like
what?
I don't know how to word what I'm thinking. Hi Hector. Hi Michael Jackson. Hi Fugitive. Um I'm doing good, Hector. We're really good.
Okay.
That's strong.
Well, oh,
Oh, I got a 20% low battery notification. But yeah, no. It basically boils down to me just being a silly, funny, he content creator, and not even like necessarily. You could take away everything else that I said. Like I didn't say any of that. Even if you took that away, it just boils down to that. To me, being a silly, funny, he ha ha content creator. That no matter who saw me, or what they are, and what they do or don't prefer, I'm just funny. People just think about me and my page, and they think laugh. They don't think seductive, sexual, sexy. You know what I mean? So for
mhm.
someone, if anybody that doesn't post anything that's like normally in their, their niche, what they do, it's like, whoa, what are you doing? So like, even if that individual does happen to be like really fucking fine and then like does something, well, no, if they're really
Mhm.
fucking fine, they're gonna crack and fall. But me, they'd be like, sweetie, no, well, that's not true. That's not true. That's
Mhm.
not true.
They would get canceled immediately.
They would either
Or
get canceled or they would have anxiety out the ass and just delete
yep.
everything away.
I don't think people realize how difficult it is, because let me just clarify, it's not difficult being a content creator, but it is difficult being on the internet with so many eyes on you, you know?
I think it is difficult being a content creator. Actually, I think you were right with that first one because
Hmm.
it's like every day. of your career is a constant competition, but not with other people, but like with yourself to be better or to like up one yourself on something that you did to like keep the wow factor there for people. Because
Yeah.
then after a while, we're all like, okay, next, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Like perfect example. Trisha Paytas, from being in an Eminem music video to being in YouTube Flop Tropica edits, that's a long time. That's a long time of internet,
Yeah.
transformation to be a part of, be consistently a part of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't like the things that she says a lot of times. She's good at what she does. I'll give her that.
She is, and she's one of the people, one of the influencers that has maintained consistency in some way, where she is like still relevant to in like pop culture.
Yeah.
Um, so I do give her that too, but I don't know. I still kind of disagree because
Hmm.
I still disagree with the whole content creator is actually hard. Um, it's
Maybe not.
hard. It's hard mentally, but
Yes.
in terms of like because I saw somebody complain on TikTok that they were complaining, they were coming from a place of privilege where they posted one video that took them an hour to make, and the person said, and I only got paid $4,000 for that video. There's so many content creators
Bitch.
that are now coming from a very privileged mindset
Mhm.
where they don't realize that honestly that is not that difficult of work,
It's
compared
because
to what other people are doing. No, I'm just saying, like, compared to what other people are doing for way less. uh there's just so many that are ungrateful and out of touch. That's kind of where I was coming from. Like, a lot of content creators, this is a good job for you to kind of have a little bit of flexibility with what you do and get money as well, but it's also like, you know people become out of
here's
touch with it.
here's my problem
uh
is that it it went from everybody thinking that TikTok was a get rich quick thing to everybody treating TikTok like it was a fucking Amazon Flex job. Like they're just gonna apply
mhm.
and then just start posting and then just there's rent money. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh well, why isn't it? Because that's not how it works. I don't even get that shit. I've never.
It's stupid. You follow me, but you don't really care about the music.
I think the most I've made on TikTok from like a monthly check for the entire month was $900, and it's still really fucking good. That's amazing. That is amazing to just be posting stupid ass videos of me singing an auto tune about my pussy and sticking my tongue out aggressively fast and jumping in puddles. That is really fun, and not having any bills. I lived with my mom at the time, so that was really good for me. I'm not complaining about that.
Yeah.
But for someone to say, "I only made $4,000," that was off of one video, bro. The creator
Mm.
fund used to be a lot different. And then they changed it, made it easier to make money. And so now everyone feels like they're entitled to those dollars that are just being
Yeah.
handed out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become oversaturated a bit, where now, because of TikTok Shop too, there's a lot of people who, I think it does help push small businesses out there, but there are also like a lot of people who are just trying to get money for easy and quick and whatever, but I think creativity has kind of lost it. Like, people have lost the creativity aspect on that app, and that's what I mean. Like, it's not hard, because I have been on TikTok for like 2 years, right?
Mhm.
And I have not been getting any like I have not I haven't done battles. I don't battle. I don't like ask people for gifts or anything like that. And then also, even with my posts, a lot of my posts, you need your post to be 1 minute long to get paid,
Yeah.
or to be qualified to get
Yeah.
paid for your videos,
Qualified.
to
Yeah.
qualify. Because even if you make a video, if it gets like 1,000 views, it's literally nothing. They're not going to pay you anything. and TikTok is very selective on how many times you can become viral on the app. That's why whenever you had like favorite 2020 TikTokers, you don't see them anymore because a lot of them are pushed out of the algorithm and new people are pushed in. But what I'm saying is, like, in terms of it's easy to get money as a social media influencer if you're not creative. And that's gonna sound crazy, but
No, it's true. If
it's
you are
true.
good at stealing other people's ideas and tagging it as your own, you're gonna go so far.
Hmm.
You're gonna go so far. If you are trying to be someone, my friend told me this a long time ago. I've been on TikTok for like 4 years, since 2020, yeah. And I remember he told me a long time ago because he used to work actually like in order to make a wave, you have to ride the wave for a little bit. And I was like, that's true. And that's literally the blueprint to doing anything on TikTok. And I was gonna say, and you said something about not being like no one's creative anymore. When I meet new people in public, you know, I can instantly tell that they're on TikTok. Like that, not even that they post, but that you just watch it because 9 times out of 10, their personality is someone that I'm
Yeah.
mutuals with, and it's like you're a carbon copy of that person, and it really makes me uncomfy. Or just like not even someone that I'm usually, just someone that I recognize, like just a TikToker that I may have seen before, and I'm like, you sound exactly like them.
Yeah. A lot of people get their
No one has the
personalities.
personality.
A lot of people
Hmm?
get their personalities from these people. But like that's what I'm saying. When I TikTok is oversaturated because there's so many replicas of the same person, and there are like, if scrolling through my FYP has been like kind of a disaster because I see a lot of videos of people just trying too hard, or videos of people or lives of people, like, doing the same thing and prioritizing the money instead of the creative side. And it's just like, yeah, it's not, you can easily become somebody by replicating what somebody has already done. But the
Yeah.
moment that you start doing something different, or the moment that you're putting your passion into your work, most of the time I don't see it go through. Sometimes I get people who put their passion at work, whether it's like film or like comedy sketches or whatever. I see most of, like, a lot of people do that, but they never have that opportunity to kind of blow up because people don't want that, you know? Are y'all conscious and considerate about the communities you're cultivating? What was that?
It's a big
Are
word
you,
for Elmo.
what was that?
It's a big word for Elmo.
Are y'all conscious and considerate about the communities you're cultivating? Do you know how to respond to that, Topher?
I think so.
Okay. Do you have the answer for that?
Yeah, I would say I am. Um I have a pretty small community. My Discord server, the people in my live streams, and we're all the same. Not all the
Hmm.
same. They're not all the same. We're not all the same. We do have similar brains and we do think alike, like we're individuals, and that's why we do get along so well. But also a lot of different personalities, but we also have a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah.
Um, and when that is crossed, nobody plays. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a perfect example. Trey and his people. I love how much they love Trey. I really
Mhm.
do. And my people too. My Discord server. I love how much I love you. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so great. Um, yeah. I feel like there are a lot of content creators who don't and aren't. What are we supposed to be considering? What I think they mean by that is, or what I got from the question is, are you aware of who is in your spaces
Hmm. Hmm.
that you're trying to build these communities in? Because it's like, remember Lou?
Yes. Ooh, we're
I
getting into that?
I was in, I don't know if you were in his Discord server, but
No,
I was
I
in his
wasn't.
Discord server for a little bit.
I wasn't.
There was someone in there that was making everyone feel uncomfortable and starting shit and also just being weird. And they kept kicking him and he kept letting them back in, and then would like randomly like say things that would spark up fights between people. And I'm like, That's an example of like not cultivating and like honing your community that is there for you.
Yeah.
It's like I understand wanting to have some kind of something in the server to like make it go to make people talk, you know what I mean? But that's unnecessary.
Mhm.
But that's all I have to say.
Yeah. I think with mine too, like responding to that question, I'm very aware of the people who are in my community, and I think that like for example, anytime that I get DMs on Instagram or whatever of people like, asking me questions or responding to something that I talked about before, or like, whatever, I always make sure to reply because I know that, you know, I'm aware of the community that I got built. I want to keep making those connections with people and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I am aware. I think I am aware. And Topher's kind of right. There's a lot of people that are not really aware.
It's either
Or
it's
don't,
not
or
maybe
not
not
even
that they're
care.
not
Not even
aware,
care.
but they just don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. That's the better word to say. Um I like opening my DMs and seeing kind of progress, updates of like, hey, I moved out during this time. It was really difficult. I remember you talking about that, but now I'm like living my life and I'm happy. I love seeing those kind of updates. I care because I see you guys often in my
Yeah.
comment section or on live or whatever. So it's like I've formed these connections.
Hmm.
But it's funny because there's a lot of people that don't, that have like way less followers than we do, and like don't even care about, because they've already gone on that high of like thinking that they made it.
Yeah, yeah. And me personally, I have always said, first of all, I'm proud of myself for my Discord server, being alive still. Do you know how many Discord servers I've had, Johnny?
How many?
Three or four. They've
Oh.
they've all died within like 3 to 6 months, and that's because I am, and I'm horrible at using my phone.
Mm,
I'm a very out of sight, out of mind person, and very what's in my face is what I'm focusing on. Especially when
mm,
I'm stressed about something, it's all I can think about, and like how to do X, Y, Z. Like my friends be like, "Motherfucker, are you alive?" I'm like, yeah. They'll call me every so often and be like, "Do you
mm.
exist?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I exist. I'm sorry, just working." And like I'm the one that like uses it the least. And
Right.
I try to, and I'm trying to get better at using my server more. And I do care, and I do try to like go back and read and see stuff. I just genuinely forget to get on my phone and check it, especially when I'm like so stressed about something,
Mm.
and I'm like in a time crunch on shit before I have to go to sleep.
Thank you for the
And
bagays.
it's been time crunchy. It right now is time crunchy actually.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I've had my Discord server for 2 years now, but like it's rough sometimes because you want to make sure that you kind of involve people, right, in your community, and you get to talk to
Yeah,
them, you get to know them and all that stuff, but like sometimes life is a little excessive, sometimes life is a little hard
yeah.
you
And
know
then I feel bad, and then I'm also like if someone wants to call me, I'm not the kind of person to decline your call and text you, "Oh, hey, I'm doing this." I will keep on doing my thing or just decline it and then keep doing what I'm doing, and then I'll hit you back up later like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was doing this."
Yeah.
But then like I know that pisses some people off because they're left in the dark like, "What the fuck?"
Mm.
So, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been talking about all this stuff with my therapist. I mentioned that there were several moments where I wanted to quit, like completely, to just stop, to stop going live, to stop posting, uh to not really put myself out there because it can be a lot, it can be very overwhelming, you know? And like I know that it's something that I enjoy. That's where I kind of feel like I contradict myself because it's something that I enjoy. I like going live. I like posting and stuff. But people can be complicated sometimes. Like and that's where I was saying that I think the only hard part of doing this is for me. Like I don't care. I really don't care about the money or whatever. Like I just care about posting stuff that I think is funny
Thank you for the
or like
gift.
going live and acting dumb and stuff. But uh, the only thing that I can say is very difficult is being able to process so much criticism in
Yeah.
such a short period of time. And I'm open to criticism. Like if I do something wrong or if I do something dumb, like I would like for people to tell me, right? But sometimes people just kind of do not even view us as people,
Mm.
don't have like the patience or empathy to tell us things with care. But you know, it's a lot. I think I became desensitized from a lot too. Like sometimes when I'm like um getting getting told stuff about my body or like make jokes about my body or whatever, like I'm desensitized from it now.
Johnny, Johnny, because the things that they say, and you're just like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, no, I'm like giggling it off now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. It becomes annoying when it's the same thing. When it's the same thing, like the
I,
same
I know
joke,
what
the
you
same
mean.
thing. And like then when people say like a new one, I'm like, oh, that's actually funny, and because I'm desensitized from it. But now any sort of thing, it's like the same thing. Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I get that, especially the people not treating us like we have feelings.
Mhm.
I don't really want to say us. I'm not really going to include myself in this one. My live streams are pretty intimate, pretty small. That's the good thing about me being shadow banned this whole time is that it really is like a group call. So like no one's ever that mean to me. I
Mhm.
think my problem would be TikToks where yeah, my problem is whenever I have TikToks that blow up past my proportion, past what I feel like I can control comment wise, and then there's too much and it's like I don't want to like them, I don't want to read them. There's just it's overwhelming that many people are opinionated about what I'm doing. I didn't expect this to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna not look.
Job has not been good or stable, I should say. Um, and it's really difficult because I want to find a better job, but a lot of jobs right now are paying like really low around here, and but I'm trying to move out. Like I've been trying to find a job that can like take me out of this situation, like a good paying job. And people always say, "Oh, you're like a content creator. You're you're a content creator. What could you?" Because I'm not like begging for money on live or anything, so I'm not getting money. Okay, I get money through gifts sometimes, and that's very sweet. I appreciate you guys when you guys send gifts, or through subscriptions on TikTok as well. Thank you so much for the scrotum and all, but like it's not like a full time. Well, it's a full time. No, it's a part time job that doesn't pay like a part-time job. Okay, I think the ads pay all the bills. So yeah, thank you for the galaxies, I appreciate it. And so like people are saying, hey, like isn't this supposed to help you out? No, it doesn't. It's not enough. It's not enough for me to even like have a livable wage, living with my parents. It's like a hobby. Yeah, where I get paid on the way and stuff. It's a hobby, but yeah, it's not it, and it's not enough for me to move. Thank you for the candies and donuts and all that stuff. So I've been trying to find a better job where it's more consistent, but that pays well, you know? And so in the meantime, because this my main job has been inconsistent, I'm thinking of like working with a little bit with my dad. But I don't want to do that. I want to work in something that I'm a little more comfortable in. How much TikTok pay you guys? her life from sometimes. Well, actually, sometimes good. It depends. It really depends. Okay, I'm in. You're in the Discord? Nice. Yeah, we're starting the movie now on Discord. If you guys want to make your way over there, I'll see you guys there. I'm gonna be in the comment section, and we're gonna go from there. So thank you guys for joining tonight. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. All right. Adios. Adios.